Hey guys, Zoms Effects here. I did a poll on Instagram and Facebook on what tutorial you guys want to do on one of my old looks. And it was between the green one, which was a green pop art zombie with the brain showing and all that mess. And then there was the red one, which was actually pink. But you already know, cameras ruin everything. But it was up to 56%. For the red one, which was actually pink, and then the green one was actually 44%. So the green one, I'm actually probably going to do with my friend if I can get her on here. If you're new here, I paint myself a lot. You're going to map out where everything is. So later I'll be putting in contacts. So with pop art, you don't exactly have that much detail, but usually when you add in a lot of shading and stuff like that, it kind of makes it more better. I'm a detail freak, and it sucks. Gotta make it look like it's torn. You know, some skin hanging. And the lines don't have to be all exactly that good. Because you gotta remember it's gotta look cartoonish. You can do any color you want with these. This is just to map out everything. And this I'm just using a regular gel liner for. This one I got this one through Mosquito, through the mail. Which I actually like them because they go on very smooth. I got a brown one. And I got a black one. And just do little tears all over. You could do it wherever. I could always fix it later. I think I have fun actually doing these kinds of drawings, mostly because they're very fun to do. Like, you could choose any color, it doesn't have to be like an exact one, and then you just put the colors together with it. Because usually when you're doing like regular monsters, you're like, oh, this one has to be brown. Or this one, because such and such, this one needs to be this color and that color. You know, like with traditional zombies, you're just like, oh, well, this one needs to have red blood or goo coming out. Alright, so I'm going to be switching between this one, which is the Mehron Paradise palette. I'm going to be switching back and forth because, as you can see, I have so much use out of this. It is insane. I'm going to be switching between that and the buggles palette, which is this one, which I need to clean. So I'm going to go in with this one right here because that was the one that I used. And it looks red on camera. You're just going to take any kind of brush that you have. You're not going to load it with too much water like I just did and screw up everything. I don't think I left my nose rings in. No, I didn't leave my nose rings in. As per usual, take your nose rings out. I'm going to switch brushes. And this one we don't have to hide our eyebrows for. And then we can clean up the lines later. So normally whenever you're outlining and stuff, a good tip to give you guys would mostly be if you use like a white eyeliner, maybe not a liquid eyeliner, but like little gel liners, but like in white. Like NYX has one that's in milk, not literally in milk, but it's like the name of it's milk, and it's a jumbo one. Whatever your preference is. I just use whatever I could find. Now also, I have the habit of not covering up my tattoos. I just don't. Because you gotta color correct and do all that, and I just don't have the patience to do that. And on top of that, my tattoos are kind of not deep. Like, they're like raised because they were deep. Or also probably another time that I would actually like cover up tattoos would probably be like if I'm doing this on somebody else and they have tattoos, I would honestly take the time and do it to them because it's another person and I'm trying to make it look more decent than when I would do it to myself. You know what I mean? I don't know, it really does depend. And don't get me wrong, Mehron makes some really good paint. But it's not like able to like cover up tattoos completely. Unless you put like a concealer on them or something like that. I think Wolf is really good. I personally haven't tried it, but I've heard a lot of things about the Wolf paints actually being able to cover up. And also cream paints are very good at covering a little bit. I really have much personal experience with the Wolf ones. I've only worked with the Mehron paints and the buggles ones. I did not draw on the teeth. Silly me. And I'm gonna paint my eyes later because this one I have contacts in. And we all know how I am about contacts. Okay, so now we're gonna take a green color. So we're gonna take that lime green. We're gonna take that one and we're gonna put it into here at least. And that's gonna be the, wow, I didn't paint that one part. I'm gonna take this one and it's gonna be the color of like the inside flesh stuff things. And when you're going around the... As I was saying before, I was really interrupted by Teddy in my closet. When you're going around the bones, or whatever you have here, just make sure you're not drawing too much into them. That way you don't ruin with the structure that you've got. Because you don't want it to be sloppy. You want it to be nice, not sloppy. And me personally, I try to keep it anatomically correct. What am I kidding? I can't even draw a rib bone correctly. You know what I mean. And there's also the issue where you would get confused on where you drew the rib at. AKA me right now. And then, because I have no white, we're gonna go straight to this one, which will be the buggles one. And then we're just gonna color in what we preferably to call a bone. So you got the teeth. And then there's also stitches going across here, so we're just gonna take this and just go over one. Just over one time. And then this is gonna be like our little mini base. And this is all gonna be outlined later. Guess his camera overheated. Anyways, I'm back to painting. Okay, so I think we're gonna start doing with the shade. Oh no, never mind, because you know what? My stupid self forgot that there is two bones here. There we go. So now we can start the shading. I think I'm gonna start doing my eyes now. So there's supposed to be an eye bag here. My eyes aren't used to contacts as much as they should be. The contacts I'm always using is ones from Contact Lens Hub. They're actually very comfortable, and these ones I actually use the most. I like these a lot. There's actually one part I need to add on. So right here is an eye bag. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna go right into here, and I like to follow my eye bag. Now my eyes are very sensitive. I'm just gonna fill that in blue, and then we're gonna do the rest of the eyelids pink, not red, pink. And I'm also gonna get my James Charles palette. So I'm cheap, so I got the mini. It's not as big as the other one. I thought it was pretty cool. So we're just gonna go over my eyes, and I think I'm just gonna use another brush. When you put any kind of paint on your eyes, water-based, which is ones that you use water for, you do need to set it. So either you put setting powder or you put the same color but eyeshadow on it, because it's gonna crease and you don't want it to crease, because then you just get very upset and you're gonna be a very unhappy human being. So since this is pink, I'm just gonna take a brush. If it's a brush you like, don't do it. If it's a brush that you like, I wouldn't suggest doing it, because sometimes the paint could be wet, and if you're very impatient, you're gonna hate yourself. But I'm taking this one right here, which is like this bright pink one. Try not to get it by your eye, like your waterline, because you're gonna be very upset if you do. Not like upset as in like, you know, like if it creases. I mean, you're literally gonna be crying your eyes out, because paint being all up in your eyes sucks. I should know, because I've done it so many times. I use it to contour the nose. And the teeth, we're going with like a light brown color. Maybe like this one, maybe it might be a little bit too warm. So when you're doing these, your teeth kind of overlap, it looks like. So basically what you're gonna do is, it's gonna be a shadow, it's a darker color. That went a little bit too much. And then I'm gonna go back over with the white on that one right now. So I'm using this color now, and I'm probably gonna switch to that, maybe. And I'm just gonna be putting it along the edges over here to give it some kind of more color, to be exact, like some shading, and because it's inside the body. This is gonna take forever to do because this is the crease brush from e.l.f. I'm not gonna lie, e.l.f. is actually a really good brand. Like, they're extremely cheap. Like, these brushes are like a freaking $1. And when I tell you, it makes me so happy. Just gonna put this all in the middle to give it some depth to it. Like we did it to the edges on these. And then just for a heads up, I did not use that darker green. I only used that light green. Why are you sneezing? Are you okay? Alright, so into here, I'm just gonna be doing a little tiny underneath each one. Just gonna dab it through. So I'm gonna be adding white to this one again, but this is just to add some kind of part to it. That way, because the teeth are raised out. And then, so now we're gonna go in with that brown color again, which is right here, but we're gonna lightly go into it. Tap it out a bit. We're just gonna add it a little bit in there. Give your bones some color. Mostly along the edges because they're going back in. And then with these, there's going to be a little bit into here because it is on top of each other nearly, because it's each part of this section. We're going to move on to doing the outlining of everything. So we're going to take a liner brush. Really thin liner brush. Alright, so I have my liner brush, which is like not exactly thin, but we're gonna take one of those, and I'm just gonna take what I have left of one of my 3 blacks and just go into there. I should paint my ears. Hold on, I'm gonna paint my ears. I painted the ears. They're cold now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with a little liner brush. You can use an eyeliner, you could use anything, and we're just gonna go over all everything. So with the eye socket, eye bag, we're gonna go over the stitches, we're gonna go over everything. I'm setting. You know what, we're gonna get a skinnier brush. Nope, 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 nope. This is not working out for me. Oh, where's my tiny, tiny brush? Wow. Wow, that's my tiny, tiny one. Oh, hand is shedding. Oh, wow. So one thing I've always struggled with was keeping my hands steady. I still do. Like, I watch Popart on YouTube. Her lines come out incredible. Like, it's insane. Oh my god, I got paint in my And just be careful when you're lining the teeth. Oh, I hiccuped. We're gonna add little accents here. Because that's where it's in the skin at. So I kind of want to add what I have left of this, like in the eye bag area. So just to go in the middle there, I'm going to try and incorporate that with the blue. Maybe add some other blue into it. Add some black under here. And now I'm going to do my eyebrows. So you can use eyeshadow, just depends on whatever you use. Just gonna fill them in like you normally would. So guess whose camera overheated for the third time. I need eyeliner. That's what I was missing. Alright, so this one's the Escudo. Just gonna use it on the bottom. Just line the bottom. And then I think I'm the only person that can't really do gel on the top. I don't like the feeling of it on top. I got my wings on. Now I just need to put on my wig. I'm honestly waiting for you guys to come after me just for chopping my Nikita Dragon wig. It was way too long for me. When you say inches, that thing had some inches on it. You know what? We're just gonna... I am a whole new person. Bitches. That's the final look. This was the Bellamy hair Nikita Dragon wig that was actually all the way down to like, it was pretty long and I cut it poorly. But this is the finished look. Well, hope you guys liked it. There should be another video I'm trying to do. So basically I am trying to do videos starting on Monday and then uploading Friday or Saturday. I'm still getting onto it. But stay tuned. Bye!